Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Brianna, and in today's video I am going to be doing a pretty highly requested video actually, and one of my most popular videos typically on my channel. It is my what's on my phone for 2026. I did this video last year for 2025 and it was only about 6 months ago, but I decided to do it again in spirit of the new year. Thank you guys so much for requesting this video and showing your enthusiasm for my what's on my phone videos. I really appreciate it. But without further ado, let's get into it. This is what my phone looks like. It is the Samsung S25. Obviously, I have a wallet, and this is from ESR, and I really recommend their wallets and products. I also have an AirPod case from them, and they're just super durable, super nice, great to have as a stand, and it's even rotatable. So I could like watch things on my phone like this. This is a MagSafe case, so this is what the case looks like. It is just this MagSafe, and it also has these cute little flowers on it. However, the case is completely clear, so the phone itself is just this really cute light pink color, which I absolutely loved. I think it's actually called rose gold, but let's just get on to what's actually inside of my phone. I found out recently that you can actually put a video on your lock screen, which is so cool. So I decided to put a video of my fish on my lock screen. Obviously I have my notifications and the time, but look at that video. It is so cute. It's just my little fish swimming around. I don't know about you guys, I absolutely love it. I think it's so cute to have that reminder of my fish every single time I open my phone. This is my wallpaper. Obviously it's my dog Daisy. I kind of switch up my wallpaper pretty often, but starting with this side of my phone, these are all of my apps that came with my phone. Starting off, we have obviously the Google bar up here, and then we also have this widget actually, Pinterest. I love using widgets. I think they're so fun to have, but this is the Pinterest widget right here. It looks like it's showing a couple of bags because I've been looking into like bags to upgrade my school bag with. So then we have the Notes app, which you might remember from the previous video. I'm actually currently working on all of my YouTube video ideas. Little sneak peek of some ideas. Some of them are just super weird, but others are ones that I've actually done, such as all the crossed out ones. Those are a couple of my videos that I'm planning on filming, so let me know if you have any other suggestions so I can add them to this list. Then we have the calendar app. Probably not really going to show you anything on my calendar, but I have an especially busy schedule with my classes and stuff, but other than that, right now it's pretty lenient. And then moving on to Princeton apps. If you didn't know, I'm a sophomore currently at Princeton University, so obviously I gotta have some apps from Princeton, you know? I have the campus map, which is literally just a map of the campus, so even as a sophomore, I still sometimes get lost. Like for example, I'm going to be doing an astronomy class this semester, so I don't know how to get there. I still have to use this. We also have Princeton Mobile, which is really nice just to have for like checking the dining hall menus to see what's going to be on the menu for today, or honestly that's the only reason why I use this, because I don't know, it's kind of like finicky. We also have the Prince, which is Princeton's newspaper. Here are just some of the newest articles, lots of hot topics coming into play. I have this app in case I have some free time. And then finally, I don't use this one at all currently, but it is TripShot. It was recommended to me to download because it is basically just like public transport system. I've never had to use it, but who knows, it'll be helpful maybe in the future. Okay, next app, Play Store. So obviously Play Store is just to download games and apps on or from, so I will not be going into that, but I do have Play Store. I also have the Calculator app, which is so nice, you guys. I did not realize how many times I would use this app. I also have Voicemail, obviously, just an app that came with my phone, and Gallery is the same as Google Photos. I prefer Google Photos though. These are literally all my photos, you guys. It's insane. Like, look at how many photos from 2025, 2024. And then the store, I don't really know what that app is. I think it's for downloading apps and stuff, but I'm not entirely sure. And then Uma Office, I'm not going to go into it, but it is for like part of my job. I work for this nonprofit organization or as a volunteer, so I don't actually get paid for it, but it is so that I can keep up with all of the calls that are coming in and potentially answer some of them and respond to voicemails as well. Tutu is a sponsorship actually that I did. I still sometimes use it, but I haven't used it currently. It's basically like a bracelet. I've done videos on this, so if you want to, you can like check it out on my channel. But it's a bracelet that, or a necklace that you can have and then you give to your partner or like your mom or family member, and you guys can like touch it and it'll vibrate and it'll show the other person that you're thinking of them, which is super cute. Google Translate I sometimes use. I actually used last night at a Spanish restaurant to translate something so that I could speak to the waitress, which was really nice. And then obviously the clock I have for my alarms and stuff. Time for school, 6:45. I actually, during winter break, you guys might think I'm crazy, but I still try to get up early at 6:45. But yeah, that is everything on this page. Super cute. I do want to say that the widget does update. I actually do want to customize this Google bar though. Cute. Okay, I like it purple. I guess actually before I move on to this page, I'll just look at the 4 apps down here. They're pretty self-explanatory, honestly. We just have the like phone calling one, and then settings, contacts, and then camera. That's what you guys look like right now. All set up. Lovely. And this is what I look like right now. I just wanted to show you guys the quality of the Samsung S25 camera. It is pretty good. Now we can move on to the second page. Starting off, we have a Google Photos widget top left right here. It just kind of rotates through pictures throughout the day, which is really nice to have. And this picture is actually one at our beach house. Then we go over to some of my organized apps. I do like to organize as many as possible because if I didn't do that, I feel like I'd have way too many pages of apps. But social media, of course I have YouTube, and I'm going to do a little self-promo for my channel. This is what it looks like, Brianna Jolie. I don't know about that profile picture. Probably gonna change it. I've been trying to figure out what to have as my profile picture, but here are all my recent videos. Make sure you go watch the winter break travel vlog. I spent so much time on that one and it was so fun, honestly. Like, you guys are gonna love it, I'm sure. But I know probably some of you really want my Princeton vlogs to be back. I'm going to try to film like a Princeton student winter break day in the life if I can soon. I did this shout out last time when I did this video, but shout out to all of my public subscribers. Okay, then we have Instagram. I'm not going to show my personal account. Now I have a separate account for YouTube. I often try to post on my story when new videos come out, so you'll probably see one about this video. Yeah, thank you guys for following if you do follow. If not, Brianna Jolie YT, go follow. I'm constantly on YouTube and Instagram. Those are like my most used apps probably. But then I have Discord. I still don't do much on Discord, to be honest, you guys. I said that in my last video when I did this, but oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I've been so busy lately. I forgot to respond to Ian. Okay, I just responded. Sorry about the late response, Ian. And then of course we have YouTube Studio, where I can see all of my comments and stuff. Oh, this is actually for my Brianna Bakes channel, so if you guys love sweet treats as much as me, go subscribe. I try to post a video like every couple of weeks if I can. I'm gonna switch accounts to my main account, and that is what I see from my end. But yeah, YouTube Studio, basically I use it to upload my thumbnails, upload my videos. And then I have Bitmoji. I don't really use Bitmoji anymore, to be honest. I've actually been logged out, but it's okay. We're just gonna skip over that. I feel like I used to use it so much, and I did actually customize my own avatar and stuff, so might as well keep it. Pinterest, I've actually been loving lately. I just love to scroll in here. What can I say? I use it for food ideas, DIY ideas, like nail ideas, as you can see, shoes, just anything, honestly. And then finally, Poshmark. I think it's signed out. Oh no, I'm not signed out. Wow, crazy. But I do have a shop on Poshmark, you guys, and I actually have my own closet with 5 listings. So in case you want any of these clothes still in really great condition, let me know. Just contact me either through my email or Poshmark, doesn't matter. So we're continuing on a different day though. Now we have the school folder section, and I don't want to go through all these apps like in detail because I'm sure you already know what most of them are. But of course we have Photomath, which is literally just like a thing. I don't even use it anymore, to be honest. I used to use it in high school for my math classes, but in college I have not taken any math classes recently. But you can like take a picture of something and then it'll solve it for you. Obviously I have Google Drive and Google Classroom, which I used to use Google Classroom in high school. Now I actually use Canvas for college, and it has all my classes, so it's kind of personal. I'm not going to go into those. Notion, I don't use that much because I like to use a physical planner, but in case you guys maybe want to use it, basically it is, you know, to-dos, just checklists and stuff like that. And then I have Gmail, of course. I swear, Gmail is probably one of my most used apps. I go on email so many times throughout the day. And then, of course, we have iClicker. That is just for school as well. I think it's like to be interactive in lectures. Sometimes my professors like having people like click in to answer questions. Seek is for one of my like environmental ecology classes. It basically just allows you to go through different species that you find around you like in real life and take pictures of them, and then it uploads it, and I think it's used for like research databases and stuff like that. And then the last app I have here is actually a new one, relatively new. It's called Speechify. It basically read through my study guide for me so that I could listen to it kind of like a podcast in the car during my rides to Princeton during finals week. It was pretty helpful actually. Now if we just go to messages really quickly, again, pretty personal, I'm not going to go into them, but I have WhatsApp, GroupMe, and Messages, and you might be wondering like what is the difference between these? WhatsApp is what I use to communicate with either brands for brand deals or just like international people. I also use it sometimes for Princeton as well, like if we have student groups and stuff. GroupMe is more for like student clubs on campus. Games. This is a fun little folder in my opinion. Honestly, it's kind of sad. I don't really play phone games anymore, you guys. But yeah, starting off with Candy Crush Saga, 534. That's crazy, you guys. 534. I also have Heroes Charge, which is a game that I literally started when I was like probably 8 years old or even younger. But basically, you just have a bunch of fun heroes that you just fight against each other, and it's really cool to like grow your team and stuff. And then Clash of Clans, I don't really play that much, but it is a really popular game, and my brother and my dad play it, and they used to play it on my phone. Minecraft, super fun. I don't play Minecraft that much anymore, especially on mobile, because I prefer to play it on the Xbox, but I just have it because I ended up buying it. So Tiny Tower Vegas is another game that I used to play a lot and made a lot of progress on. It's so cute, honestly. Like I literally love this game. Of course, Roblox. Guys, go follow me on Roblox. It's all, I think, on my channel about page, like my username, but I'll go into it anyway. Oh no, it needs to have an upgrade. That's so sad. My profile name is Daisy Cupcake Cocoa Bean. But the Squad app is my collection app for Squishmallows. And I used to be absolutely obsessed with Squishmallows. I still am pretty obsessed, but I wouldn't say I'm like actively collecting them right now. Yeah, I basically just have my collection of Squishmallows. I have all of these in real life, and I just like having this app. And then my Jellycat collection is kind of the same, but for Jellycats, obviously. And oh my gosh, I haven't been on this app in so long, you guys. But look at all these cute, adorable Jellycats. Like, who knew there was a matcha Jellycat? That is insane. These are my Jellycats that I have. I actually have to add one of mine. Okay, and then we have Magic Tiles 3, which is, it kind of shows it on the app, but it's like another just game that I like to play in my free time. My Singing Monsters is another really fun game. It's like one that I've been playing since forever. Literally, I remember being like in elementary school playing it, but Timberman is another just like mindless game. You just chop wood, press play, and chop wood before the time runs out, which is fun. Pizza is a relatively new game. This is actually like where you own your own restaurant and you can make pizza and stuff. It's really fun. And then the same is Baker Business 3. But those were all the games. Super fun, super cute. And then of course I have my money tab. I just use TD Bank and PayPal, in case you're wondering. And then YouTube editing, I do some editing on my phone. So CapCut is for my YouTube shorts. I literally just edit all of them on here. And then GoPro Quick, I think, is like a way to access my GoPro footage if I want to. Blur and Pixelate is just in case I want to like blur part of my thumbnail. And then Pixel Lab is the app I use for all of my thumbnails. This is my most recent thumbnail that I created on here, and I really like how it turned out. I guess before we go to food, I will address this widget right here. That is my friend. She's so cute. She's actually in Italy right now, so go her. I don't know what building she's in front of, but it looks really cool. I wish I was in Italy right now. This is for an app called Lock It, and you can take pictures of yourself in real time and send them to your friends. I would take a picture right now and send them to my friends, but I'm not doing anything crazy. So yeah, that's how I look on here. It's a really nice way to keep in touch with my friends throughout college as well. I really like it. And then this is the food app, but I also have Crumble. I was literally, and I'm still obsessed with like watching those YouTube shorts, Crumble eating YouTube shorts, but it's just like look at this, guys. They look so good. Then Starbucks, I use this a lot actually. Whenever I go on like road trips and stuff, I usually get Starbucks. And then finally Dunkin', I've used a couple times, another rewards app, but I don't really use it that much. And then weather app, I'm not gonna go into it, but this is hands down the best weather app ever. It is literally just Google, but I feel like it's the most accurate, so yeah. And then Google Meet is my way of doing FaceTime with my Android, because Androids don't have FaceTime, if you didn't know. Spotify, guys, go follow me, or I don't know what the terminology is, go add me on Spotify, but this is my profile. That's a couple of my liked songs. We have Easy Voice Recorder, and that one I kind of use sometimes to record lectures, but honestly I used to use it mainly in the past to record like piano performances of mine and stuff like that. And then Amazon shopping, not gonna go into it, but again, just Amazon. It's like probably the best place to get anything you want from in the world, in my opinion. And then LinkedIn, if you guys want to, you can add me on LinkedIn. And then 2 more apps, you guys. This one is just a tuning app. I used to use it a lot for my violin, and I thought like it's such a good app, so why not just keep it? It is also a metronome, so if I want to use it for piano, I can use it as well. And then finally, Life 360 is my app that I use to keep track of where my family members are. That is my What's on My Phone tour for 2026. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed seeing what is on my Samsung S25 for 2026. I will try to make one of these every single year. If you enjoyed watching this video, please make sure to give it a like and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you all in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.